It's Tuesday, last day of the Solstice event. Still wearing the same shirt as yesterday, because that's just how I'm living right now. The goal right now is to get a couple kilometers in, because we both have a ton of 10K eggs about to hatch. And Rhyhorn fled. Just trying to get these eggs hatched before the event ends. The scheduled event time, the scheduled end time, is 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. That's about 40 minutes from now, so we've got a kilometer to go.
I got 2.
Not gonna be difficult. You got 2K?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because you ain't in there.
Alright, this is it. I got my lucky egg on, so what is that? 1,000 times 5 times 10. 10,000 XP per hatch.
Are they hatching now?
Giant Chansey.
No way, they're hatching.
Giant Chansey. Also, something wonky's going on with Pokemon models. HP, best I've ever seen. I'll take that. How about this one? I mean, Fortress might be a decent defender, aside from its double weakness.
Downey?
And?
Tratini.
Okay.
Appraise it.
It's attack, defense. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Cool. And let's see that. Oh, finally got my silver dragon medal.
Oh, congrats.
50. That's
Pretty nice.
That's crazy. I feel like it should have been much higher. 32,260 XP. And how much distance do you have left? Like a kilometer? 0.9. Let's do it.
Whew. They're all going. Here we go, all of them.
Spoilers. Be something good.
Ah!
All right, it's happening. This wasn't the plan for the video today, but I just got the update. Let's see what's new. I mean, I've already seen a lot of it, but it should be exciting. I don't know how I'm gonna get into this bowl without spilling everything that's on top of it. I know. But I appreciate it. Thank you for stacking the bowl. First of all, new loading screen. Looks pretty sweet. Raid boss. That's me over there with the Cyndaquil celebrating. I don't even know what this is on top of it, honestly. Cinnamon challenge? Ready?
Cinnamon challenge?
That's a terrible idea. It's like graham cracker. First things first. My mouth is really dry now. But the gyms have updated. Still under construction. But that's really cool to see. They're huge.
That's what she said.
Pokestops have a new halo. That indicates unique Pokestops that you haven't visited yet. Obviously, it's been reset. It's counting from right now as of the update, because I'm pretty sure I've spun every single Pokestop in visible range right now. But that's cool. That's going to be keeping track of Pokestops, unique Pokestops that you're visiting. Alright, check this out. This is a huge improvement right here. Search bar. It's an acai bowl. So you can search by name, for example, Dragonite. You can search by type. So how about some fire Pokemon? You can search by nickname. Who do I have nickname? DKO, the legend. Oh, where is he? Oh, maybe it's because of my emojis. So now I got a double search. Lightning. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and then it goes away. Naming scheme needs to change with this new update, because this search is going to make it a lot easier to find the Pokemon you're looking for. Also implemented the new raid tab. Obviously there are no raids going on yet. Raid battles are not available for your level, so
You got there.
it's okay. They're not available for Reversal's level either.
Oh.
But there has been talk that they're going to start rolling that out for higher level players first, so it makes sense with that message. Level 40 players will probably get early access, so guess I need to step my game up. There's a new badges section on your trainer profile. No badges yet, but what happens if I hit learn more? Visit a gym and spin the photo disc to earn a gym badge. Unlock item rewards by defending your team's gyms and attacking rival gyms. Nothing else new there yet, but we have seen some new metal assets in the game's APK. So from the official release notes, here's what we have. Gym features significantly updated to add the all-new motivation system. Again, that'll all be live once the update once Niantic starts forcing the update, probably within the next couple days, once it starts rolling out on iOS, either Wednesday night or Thursday. Added a new badge feature, we've seen that. In-app and push notification system for gyms, again, will also be live once the gyms come back up. Added raid battles, again, not available at my level or anyone's level currently. Added 4 new items available only by completing raid battles, again, also not available. Added raids tab to nearby screen, we've seen that. Search functionality, seen that. Visual indicator to unvisited Pokestops, we've seen that. The Silph Road and Pokemon GO Hub are currently working on their APK mines, so I'm sure we will have a lot more for you very soon. I gotta finish this though. Time to spin my first Pokestop since the update. Get rid of that halo. It looks a little different. Not a significant change, but there it is. Spun, halo gone. Super excited. Just woke up from a nap, and good news. The Silph Road has finished their APK mine for the latest update to Pokemon GO, version 0.67.1. And this is going to be basically my live reactions to it. I haven't read it yet, but I turned the camera on, and here we go. So first of all, this is an APK mine. This is new changes to the Pokemon GO data, the Pokemon GO game code. So this stuff isn't necessarily going to be live right away, but a lot of times it hints at things that are coming very soon. A lot of this could get turned on when the gym update does go live, as soon as they start making this update a forced update, probably within the next 2 or 3 days, as the iOS App Store updates, usually on Wednesday or Thursday. So everything that we're about to go over right now, take it with a grain of salt. We don't know exactly how it's going to work or when it's going to be implemented, but we know it's there in the code. Number 1, battle teams. A new construct has appeared in the codebase called a battle team. So there's code that refers to battle teams. There's code that says last used battle team, which possibly refers to the last 6 Pokemon that you used in a battle. There's a term for team name max length, which hints that you might be actually able to name your teams. And then there's battle team preference key, as in possibly your preferred or favorite battle team. So we might finally have the ability to set a team of 6 Pokemon, or multiple teams of 6 that we can quickly go and choose without having to go through and choose individual Pokemon every time you jump into a battle. Again, that's sort of speculation at this point, but once that gym update does go live and everything turns on, we'll know for sure how this works. Battle networking update, Dromps, I gotta admit, I don't know exactly what that means. Several updates revolving around remote network calls during battle. Dromp says keep an eye out, see if you can notice what may have changed. There's a new line of code for max player total deployed Pokemon. Again, not entirely clear what this is, but it might be a new way of preventing spoofers from deploying Pokemon in a huge number of gyms. Hopefully it's a realistic number if that's how it works, because there are a lot of legit players who can hold up to 30, sometimes 40 gyms at a time, when they're working with their team or their raid group to take over multiple gyms in one night. But speaking of spoofers, we've got some news on that front too that we'll get to after this APK mine. Okay, I got through this and realized that I forgot to actually come back and talk about this spoofer stuff. So here it is. Niantic George, one of the official community managers for Niantic on Reddit, posted an update about spoofers and Niantic's work towards preventing people from playing the game unfairly. So what it says is, with the announcement of raid battles and new battle features, we're staying true on our commitment to ensuring that Pokemon GO continues to be a fun and fair experience for all trainers. Starting today, Pokemon caught using third-party services that circumvent normal gameplay will appear marked with a slash in the inventory and may not behave as expected. So basically, what that sounds like is if you catch a Pokemon by spoofing, by botting, any sort of illicit third-party tool helps you catch that Pokemon is going to be marked in your inventory and won't work like normal. A lot of people are thinking that means you won't be able to use them in gyms, which would be huge. And if that's the case, that's a huge blow to spoofers, because they're not going to be able to catch their perfect IV Pokemon everywhere, or strong Pokemon, or any Pokemon and use them in gyms, which is the only way that spoofing really affects other people. So if Niantic prevents spoofers from participating in gyms with their illegally caught Pokemon, the problem is, well, almost gone. It doesn't seem like it applies retroactively, so Pokemon that have been caught up to this point are still usable, but I do want to add that if this is the case, this is also a huge step towards making trading available. One of the arguments against trading was that spoofers would be able to capitalize on that and sell good Pokemon for money, but if those Pokemon aren't usable in gyms, if they're marked in the inventory, and you can see that they were caught illegally from the beginning, you're not going to trade for those Pokemon. So hopefully, as Niantic continues to fight back against spoofers and botters, we will eventually get some fun features like PvP and trading. Now, let's cut back to the APK mine. Legendary battles. There is officially code for legendary battles in Pokemon Go. Some new lines of code, including the number of legendary battles won and the number of legendary battles total. There's also a new item for a legendary raid ticket, and a badge for Legendary Battles 1, which we've seen the sprite, the assets for. And there's also a deployment error, an error that you would get when trying to put a Pokemon in a gym, called Error Legendary Pokemon, which makes it seem like at the moment you might not be able to put legendary Pokemon in gyms as defenders, possibly as a way of keeping things balanced, preventing spoofers who can often find ways to get these Pokemon, to prevent them from placing them in gyms, which Dromps also notes would lower the market value of accounts with multiple legendary Pokemon, because you're not going to be able to use them in gyms, but you still should be able to use them offensively, which is pretty exciting nonetheless. Also, knowing that there's an item called a Legendary Raid Ticket definitely confirms that legendary Pokemon will be available through the raid system, like I had originally suspected when we first talked about the raid system a couple days ago, or maybe even yesterday. Everything's moving so fast. There's so much going on in this game right now. Oh, there's a healing mode at the gym. It seems from the code that healing items like your potions and revives will be available to use from the gym select screen. Like right before you get into a gym battle, you can heal your Pokemon from that screen, so you don't have to drop out, get out of the gym completely, go into your items, heal your Pokemon. You can just heal them right away before starting the battle. Huge quality of life improvement. So, as we know, berries are about to become a little more useful as you have to use them in the motivation system to keep Pokemon motivated to battle. There are some new lines of code, like error wrong team, if you try to feed a berry to a Pokemon in a gym that's not your team. There's error wrong count, error too fast, error too frequent. So it seems like there's limits on the amount of time, the number of times maybe even, that you can feed berries to a certain Pokemon in a gym, which would require a little bit more team play. If you can't go back to the same gym and constantly feed the Pokemon, it would require your teammates to come along and help you out. There is also a new berry badge for the number of berries you've fed to Pokemon, so if you're a badge kind of guy, like Reversal, there's a new gold for you to collect. What else have we got? Gym badge tiers, and these are gym badges for actual gyms, not like medals in the game. Gym badges have tiers: vanilla, which is probably like, you just got it. Then you have bronze, silver, and gold for those gym badges. And those gym badges are going to be upgraded according to their gym badge score, which can be increased by winning defensive battles, meaning your Pokemon in the gym wins a battle, feeding berries to Pokemon in the gym, deploying Pokemon to the gym, and winning raid battles. Premier Balls. I talked about this briefly yesterday. In a raid, you get Premier Balls afterwards, which you can use to try to catch the raid Pokemon. Premier Balls are awarded based on a few factors, including base Pokeballs, individual damage contribution, team damage contribution, gym ownership, the percentage of damage inflicted by your team, and a bonus item multiplier. So there's a lot of factors that are going to determine how many Premier Balls you actually get at the end of a raid battle, and those Premier Balls are the only types of balls that you can use to attempt to catch the raid boss after you defeat it. So you definitely want to be contributing in the raid battle if you want a good chance of capturing the raid Pokemon afterwards. A couple small things. One, there's some interesting code. Dromps loves talking about the code. As a software engineer, this dude appreciates good coding. Apparently there's code that'll prevent like a Snorlax from blocking out all the Pokemon behind it on the screen that displays the team in the gym. The inbox, or like the notifications in-game, are going to get a little bit more useful. There's some upgrades to the types of messages and the way that those messages are going to appear. So hopefully no more GoFest notifications 20 minutes after the tickets are sold out. There's new code to support lobbies for raids, which is essentially the waiting room as you're waiting to join a raid. Lobbies can either be public or private, so you can battle with everyone around or with a specific team if you're playing with a group of friends. There's also some errors such as no available lobbies, which suggests that it might be possible for lobbies to fill up, and at that point maybe you won't be able to participate in the raid. Again, all of that will probably become very clear once those raids start rolling out. This one I'm excited for. We saw some leaked screenshots of this. I haven't talked about them yet, but there is a map for gym badges. It's a map that shows you all the gym badges that you've already collected. So that's gyms that you've interacted with around the world. That's huge. I wish it was implemented earlier on so that I could see all the gyms that I've messed around with in Japan, in Australia, in New Zealand, but I guess this is just a reason to go back eventually. You'll also be able to sort your gym badges by name, defending, meaning like which ones you're currently defending, which ones you currently have Pokemon in, and score, so the gyms that you have the highest score for. And there is some new code referring to increased gym rewards based on your badge level. So those are awarded gym badge, if you have the badge or not, loot, raid tickets, team bonus loot. So from that, it's not exactly clear how that's all gonna work, but again, once that system goes live in the next couple days, we'll figure it out. And finally, raid levels. Again, pretty unexplained, but there are 5 levels of raids. We've seen that in the screenshots. There's like a little ribbon or some kind of ranking system. So it's going to be 1 through 5, and that's going to indicate the difficulty of the raid. And it seems like at this point, a level 5 raid is reserved for legendary Pokemon only. Alright, so Drumps closes it out and says that's not even all the new additions this time, but that's the most significant stuff that they found. So Niantic was pretty serious when they said that they're switching to a quarterly update schedule. Instead of doing minor incremental updates every 2 weeks, it seems like they've just saved everything and they're throwing it all together for this big update that's already started rolling out, but not all of the features are live yet. Anyway, feel like having In-N-Out soon?
Oh, heck yes.
Let's do it. And I have a double with grenades and pickles and mustard.
Yep.
And then I have 2 fried well, 1 soda, and 1 strawberry shake.
Perfect.
Can I try a well done fry?
Dude, go for it. They're so much better, honestly.
Fair enough.
Well done.
Okay.
The test.
You should try it in his little concoction over there.
Oh, no.
Better?
No.
I think so.
It's crunchier.
Yeah. So I was kind of worried because I ordered him a burger the way I get it. And he was like, oh, that's okay. That's all right. But then he ordered it just like straight up the way it comes normally. And what'd you think then?
It was majestic. Like street cheeseburger, In-N-Out cheeseburger without tomato, the way cheeseburger is intended.
Cool.
Really
so
good.
I'm happy. I'm happy that it worked out. I was worried at first, but we're gonna go catch some Pokemon now. This is actually kind of weird, I think, because you're here.
Yeah.
But this is my first time also being here at this sort of new Pike, like this gym.
Oh.
Was not here before.
Yeah.
This gym. It's different than it's ever been before for me.
So how is that for you then?
I mean, it doesn't feel that strange, but
Okay.
I think it's weird that you missed the
Whole
original
Pike.
Pike by 1 day.
Yeah, that actually kind of sucks. I wish I would have gone there sooner. But still, I mean, we got here and immediately a Dratini spawn, so I guess, you know,
Yep.
can't complain.
Playing something with Smash 4 and Smash 4 seems pretty fun.
Here we go. We're about to 3v1 Ken. Wish us luck.
Song, he's really into it. I feel like
You guys can hit each other.
we're like that.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god! Oh, I'm sorry. Watch out!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! They tied it. They tied it. No.